Dear friends, are your prayers answered? If they're not, why might that be? Is it because we're not worthy? Are our desires not aligned with the Father's desires for us? Well, Jesus is praying that all who believe in him might be one, that there might be Christian unity, and that this unity is not simply the witness to the glory of Christian truth, but that this unity is how Christ is within us, that it is how we share in the life of the Trinity. Well, surely some mistake. How can Jesus' prayer have been answered when we look just around us at the ways that Christians accuse each other and break with each other? Well, let's return to what prayer is about. It's about developing a relationship. It's about submitting our will to God's will. That is, it is not about our feelings, but about aligning our desires and choices with God's desires and choices. For God's will shall be accomplished, and we either fall in with that or we resist it. And so do we believe that Jesus' will was aligned with that of the Father? And if so, is Jesus' prayer answered, or is it not? It seems to me that it is answered. Put differently, it seems that Christian unity, when we are all one and the glory of the gospel is manifested to the world, this is not something that we have to achieve or accomplish. It's something that we have to discover. It already exists. It's simply that the desires of our sinful and fallen world do a very good job of obscuring that reality from our vision. The truth is that our salvation, our unity, this is not an individualistic thing. It is not a case of all signing up to the same doctrinal basis of faith, or all agreeing on the same form of words. That's the unity of a Nuremberg rally. It's not the unity of the Trinity. We are made in the image of God, and that image is fundamentally personal and relational. In other words, our identity as human beings is found first and foremost through our relationships with one another. So how then are we to discover this Christian unity, which is Christ's bequest to us? I think there is a simple word which sums it up: friendship. Jesus says, "No longer do I call you servants, but I call you friends, for I have made everything known to you." It is through the pursuit of friendship that we discover our unity as Christians, a unity which is embedded much more deeply within us than our own self-image, for it is an essential aspect of being made in the image of God. Friendship with other Christians is, then, our duty and our joy. Of course, another way of describing a friend is companion, the one with whom we break bread. I believe that sharing communion is not the final sign of the achievement of unity, but the principal way in which that unity is revealed. In other words, communion is never something that we need to work at through our own efforts. Rather, communion is when we share by invitation in what God is already doing. I believe that friendship is the fundamental theological category and imperative needed for exploring Christian unity. That is, it is precisely through forming friendships with others, not friendships with a hidden agenda, seeking to convert or dominate, but a friendship modelled on the pattern of Christ himself, without judgment, without condemnation, with love, with acceptance. It is this friendship, the gradual deepening awareness one with another, it is this which allows us to discover our unity, and which allows us to participate in the difference and unity of the Trinity. I believe that friendship stands to Christian unity in the way that prayer stands to our relationship with God, and that they are the virtues which correspond to our keeping the two great commandments. Prayer is how we love God, friendship is how we love our neighbour, and it is through the pursuit of these two things that Christ's image is revealed in us. So let's commit ourselves anew to prayer, to friendship, and to breaking bread together. Amen.